I moved to the small town of Hollow Point in late autumn, when the air smelled like wet leaves and wood smoke. The house I rented was old but sturdy, with faded blue siding and a covered porch that creaked in the wind. The landlord mentioned only one thing before handing me the keys. If it rains at night and someone knocks, don't open the door. I laughed, thinking it was just some local superstition or attempt at small-town humor. But the first storm came only a week later. Thunder rolled across the valley, and rain slapped the windows hard enough to rattle the frames. Around 2 a.m., just as I was drifting off, I heard it. Knock. Soft, slow, knock, knock, knock. I froze. 3 knocks, exactly 3. No footsteps, no voice. Just the steady rain and that quiet, patient knocking. I didn't open the door. The next morning I checked the porch. The wood was soaked, the welcome mat was dripping, but there were no footprints, not a single one. I tried to rationalize it. Maybe a neighbor, maybe a branch, maybe the storm distorted the sound. But then I asked around town. People went quiet the moment I mentioned the knocking. One old store clerk finally spoke. She died here, he said, not looking up. A woman, about 25 years ago. Husband locked her out in a storm. 2 weeks passed. I tried to forget, but every storm brought those knocks. Always 3, always slow. The 4th storm was the worst. Rain hammered like gravel, and wind screamed through the eaves. The power went out around midnight. I sat in darkness. Then, knock, knock, knock. This time something was different. A voice. A whisper, barely audible through the doorframe. Please, I'm so cold. My throat tightened. Every instinct told me to stay still, but the voice wasn't frightening. It was broken. Please, I don't want to be alone. The handle rattled gently, not forceful, not threatening, just pleading. I stood, step by slow step, and moved toward the door. I don't know why. Maybe pity, maybe curiosity, maybe the storm messes with your mind. I put my hand on the knob. Lightning flashed outside, illuminating the porch through a narrow window beside the door, and I saw her. A woman in a soaked white dress, hair plastered to her face, skin pale and swollen from rain. But she was not touching the door. Her hands hung at her sides. She stood perfectly still. Yet the knocks continued. 3 slow taps, coming from inches away from where she stood. Like the sound wasn't hers, like something else was with her. Her head lifted. Her eyes met mine. They were empty. Not sorrowful, not pleading, just hollow. The whisper came again, but her mouth didn't move. Let me in. I stumbled back. The knocking stopped. The storm suddenly quieted. The porch was empty. No woman, no footprints, just rainwater. I moved out the next morning, but some nights, when storms hit hard, I swear I hear 3 slow knocks outside my new door.